So, the 6 first months of my self-improvement journey. So today it's 6 months after I started. Exactly, I started the 14th of December, and now it's the 14th of June. This was I looked, of course, this was a very bad picture. Don't get me wrong, but this was how I kind of looked 1.5 months before I started my self improvement journey. This is how I looked a couple of days after doing it. This was a good picture, so this might give a better picture of how I looked at that point. This was a fairly bad picture, though. I'm not gonna joke about that. Um, so the first month of my journey. In the first week and a half, it was still school, but after that week, it was holiday vacation. It was Christmas vacation, right? So in the first week and a half, I really cut down on video games. Not doing it actually anymore. Really, maybe a little. Not actually. I just probably just cut it out, right? Then the second, and then not the second week. In that same week and a half, I also cut down on the amount of cookies and candies I was eating, and really pumped up the fruits and vegetables I was eating, and actually pumped up the amount I was eating, because I was not eating a lot at that time. Then from the point in the first week of that vacation took 2 weeks, by the way. In the first week, I started to play video games again. I played like 50% or even 75% less than I played previously, because I still thought it was not good. But because I didn't have anything else to do, I did it to kind of be doing something seemingly productive, right? Um, right? You can't really excuse me for that, but at that time I was playing like 22 or even 4 hours a day, which is not all that much compared to what I was playing. Probably I was playing like 8 hours a day if I had vacation or nothing to do in the weekends. So 50% less or 75% less is still a lot. I mainly the bodyweight exercises, but in the second week, like in the in the end of the first week, I actually got first week of the vacation. I actually got my first weights, my 1 kilogram weights. I still use them at the end of an exercise, right? Like I first do like 5 kilograms and 3, and then 1 to kind of finish it off. Um, and that I didn't do that much with them, so I did do something, but it was too easy, so I bought the 3 kilograms, and my progress was quite fascinating. This is my progress in the first month. Um, yeah, it was a good picture though. It was a very good picture though. Uh, I actually think, uh, yeah, I think I was teaching the photograph at that time. Maybe I don't know. It was a very good picture. The second month, I started to cash in on all the good things I was doing the first month, and the real cash was starting to come, or real, the kind of, yeah. Um, mainly from meditation, um, and of course from my gains. But I was not doing that much other than keeping my habits on track and planning a bit for the next vacation, which would take 1 week. In navigation, I meditated a ton. I meditated for like 1.5 hours a day. Just very damn nice. I think, especially for the amount of time I was uh, in my improvement journey. I did like 30 minutes on end, which I still struggle with today. So it was very good. I made a game, web game, where you would be a monster and you fight against another monster. If you have four different options of what you can choose, it's visual, so it's not by Python. It's a website. You could check it out if you want. Nah, I'm not gonna leave it down in the comments, bro. I'm not gonna let you play my games. In the fourth month, it was the Easter vacation for 2 weeks. In that month, I was a lot less productive, but I did start to read this book. I don't know if you can still remember it, but it's The Six Secrets of Intelligence. I covered 25% or so of the book on my videos, but if you want to see the 75%, go ahead and give this stuff a read because it's awesome. It probably gave me a edge on in conversations or in debates by reading this. But for the rest, it was fairly unproductive. I did bought this book too, but I didn't start reading it at that time. In the fifth month, I started my farm and I was starting to grow my vegetables. Right, so I planted radishes, lettuces, strawberry plants, and mint. I think, yeah, that's it. And I started to record these YouTube videos like you're seeing right now. In the 6th month, I gotta be a little bit quick. I hope I'm not. Yeah, I gotta be a little bit quick because else it's gonna take forever. I started reading this book, which I still haven't read that much in because I really, really want to make sure I implement a lot of the things Johanna is recommending in this book. So I'm only really 100 pages or so in, even in like a month's time. But I want to make sure that I implement these things, or at least a big part of them, to really understand. Then I started my lucid dreaming stuff. Right, again, I started back up, which you now know of my plan, right? If you've watched the previous episode. Then right, the harvests are coming in. I have strawberries that are getting picked weekly, and so like I eat like 3 strawberries or so a week from my own garden, maybe even more. But my family also eats this but I'm malfunctioning. um, my family also eats a couple of strawberries. Every time I pick a big strawberries, my family also gets to eat the same amount as I do. Or not everyone though. Approximately. I probably have I probably add the most strawberries out of everyone, but yeah, I also started to plant the radishes and some lettuces are already out, right? I also started to plant potatoes, pumpkins, and beans, which are now becoming to be bigger and bigger. The pumpkins, but the biggest pumpkin is like a meter in this direction, like 50 centimeters in this direction. Now, of course, it's not all 50, but it's not like a rectangle, but it's more like a pyramid. And that, forget that. Um, yeah, I started to learn German a week ago because I think it's quite nice because I know some couple of people that speak only speak German and not Dutch, English. So they're quite good at English, but speaking German would be even a bit nicer for them, I think, especially for in the future. Then I started playing chess. I know how much I'm still gonna play it because I don't know if it's all that useful to my time on, but I might. I'm just gonna sing it. the gym, right? Like working out, I do overall, right? Meditating, my garden. I like to go outside way more. I sleep way more and way better. My programming skills have increased a lot, and I'm just in general way healthier. So then my routine, a weekend routine. Um, so I wake up at 6 and I go outside for a half hour, watering my plants and being a bit moving, right? A bit joggy. When I was doing that to kind of kickstart my system, right? Then I did it for a half hour, and then approximately 6:30, I go ahead and eat and drink, and then do my Duolingo sessions for like half of my Duolingo or like a third of my Duolingo sessions for that day. The other thirds are done in the evening, in the evening, or and like my in lunch or so, right? No, whilst I'm eating the lunch though, but like right, like after 12 or so, right? After 13 or so. Then I do my clothes and stuff, right? I weigh myself and stuff like that. And then after I did that, I meditate for 30, 20, no, 15 or 20 minutes. In the weekend, it's mainly 20 though. But on normal days, it's just 10 minutes away. So after I do that, I start my workout with my working out, right, for 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes if I really was strict on my routine that day. And nothing really took more time than I thought it would. Afterwards, I do all the bathroom stuff, right? I brush my teeth and I do my hair and stuff like that. In the evening at 6, I go ahead and do my workout. Um, and then I go ahead and eat. It depends on how or what time we eat, but it's done at like 7 or 7:30, depending on how on what we eat and at what time we eat. Um, but after that, I either read, do something for school, or maybe watching YouTube or so, right? If 15 minutes before 8, I go ahead and brush my teeth, and after that, I go ahead and do my meditation. Afterwards, I just read, or I probably didn't do that routine exactly on that time, and then on 8:30, I just go ahead and sleep. So yeah, I hope you like this video. I hope you like to see what I was able to do in 6 months. I hope you want to stick around and see what I can do in 12 months or more. Um, yeah, you can just watch my progress and go along with me. If you like this video, if you liked what I showed you here, give it a like. If you like my content, consider subscribing, and remember, keep learning, and bye.